is Anastasia.
Welcome to the new year. So my concern tonight, I'm bringing to you is the fact that in the last board meeting that we had, we were talking about the new character enrichment program that is pending approval for the coming year. And we are still in the 60-day period, which I understand. But what I'm finding and talking to a lot of people from the community, the way that the process is being run, they are not comfortable with. And a lot of them, may choose either not to go online or come into the board office to look at the paperwork. And in culminating all of this information, I'm coming here tonight to really make a hard recommendation, more of a request, that we actually run some sort of a town hall or a special session where the board, as you, the governing board, can have the people from the community here to actually view the materials. Because as I read and understand it also, they are not able to look at everything. They are only able to look at a select portion from each of the entities where we're getting this information from, whether it be, 7 Mindsets or Second Steps. And honestly, I personally am very uncomfortable, needing to register and log in to an entity where a lot of these places, as all of us very well know, whenever you log into something, they start doing data mining. And a lot of people are afraid of that, especially where it concerns some of these entities. So this is something that I really would like the board to consider, because myself, I'm personally uncomfortable doing it. I really think this could have been handled a different way. I don't really know if, you would care to do something like that, although I would highly recommend it, because I know we could get more of the community involved and a lot more of the parents involved to be able to come and comfortably be able to view a lot of the documentation and be able to come to you and ask questions individually. So this is something that I'm bringing to you all tonight. I really think you need to take a hard thought process in this and really reconsider the way this is done. And a lot of people were really off-put that I talked to in the community, because it wasn't sent in some sort of an email communication from the board, at least to the parents in the community. I certainly didn't get anything. The only reason I knew about it is because I happened to be here and we knew about it. And a lot of us, while a lot of us do look at the website, not everybody, unfortunately, is on there. And I think that needs to be taken into consideration as well. A lot of people work, they just don't have time to really go digging around for stuff. But as for the viewing of the information, I really think we need to call a few special sessions, maybe one to look at the Second Steps and one to look at 7 Mindsets, and really give the community an inside look and see what's going on with this future curriculum.
Thank you, Anastasia. Is there anyone else that would like to speak on items not on tonight's agenda? We have an individual who would like to speak on an item on tonight's agenda. And Geraldine, would you like to speak to it now, or?
Good evening, and thank you for allowing me to speak on something on the consent agenda. I know that the consent agenda has no discussion, but any board member may remove an item by request and will be considered individually. I really do hope that all board members present agree that this item needs to be pulled and discussed. Under letter P, travel request, under overnight in-state, out-of-state staff, district office governing board travel. On February 16, 2022, the ASBA dropped its membership from the NSBA. It voted to end its relationship with the National School Board Association. I know a couple months ago, board members, not sure who, attended the annual NSBA conference in San Diego, as it was paid for already prior to the end of the relationship with NSBA. It was a costly trip, and we would have lost all funds if our board members did not attend. I still haven't heard what was learned at this convention. Nothing has been shared to the public. I see this upcoming year, the NSBA will be having its yearly conference in April of 2023 in Orlando. and a request to fund this travel has been asked for. Taxpayers should not be paying for this trip to Florida. Flight alone start about $700 per person in today's prices, plus hotel, which is about $500 per government per diem, $250 in food, $250 in transportation, plus about $1,500 for the convention. My estimation is that this 2.5-day convention would cost the district about $3,200 per board member, and that is a low estimation. And that's a little nice vacay. Why would anyone in our board or in the state of Arizona attend a conference for an association we no longer belong to? We do not have association with the NSBA, as the same association that called me and all other parents attending school board meetings domestic terrorist. I ask for all board members to remove this travel request, as it is something that should not be approved. No governing board member or district should give a penny to this organization, especially now that we're not part of it. No governing board member should want to attend this conference. The NSBA does not align with the values of our district or our community. Any board member wanting to attend this conference does not align with the values of the district, which is the reason we serve. Thank you.
Thank you, Geraldine. Okay, we shall proceed to correspondence and reports. Mr. Kruth, Superintendent's report.
Thank you, President Anderson and members of the board. Just want to make a correction. The online materials for the character ed that are being considered are viewable. So all the materials there are viewable. They just require an access because those are copyrighted materials and we have not purchased those. The ones that are not online, and that's the only format that those materials will be delivered in, is an online format. They are not in a hard copy form. The curriculum that is in hard copy form is available here at the district office and in a viewable format for anybody who's interested in doing that. And we follow state law and our own governing board policy on reviewing those materials as we have any other curriculum material. So I just wanted to clarify that. In the rest of my report, I just want to acknowledge we are in the second week of new teacher induction program here. We have our high school teachers here this week. We have about 45 of them in total between pre-K through 12th grade. We have 188 new teachers over the next 2 weeks. And we have only 6 openings as we approach the start of the school year, which is actually fewer positions than we had last year. So as I mentioned before, that's just a huge testament to our principals and our HR staff